Good evening. My name is Camille Bloomberg, and on behalf of the Board of Directors of Congregation, welcome to BethChaim. Please take a moment to look at the screen behind me and wait for ways to enhance your prayer experience and keep everyone safe. Thank you for joining us this evening, and Shabbat Shalom.
Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la join us. Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 la
Let us welcome in this Shabbat, this day of rest. I invite Dan and Robin Valentine to join us on the bima to help us light the Shabbat candles. And if you are not yet of B'nai Mitzvah age, please also come on up. This is a non-speaking role. Please join us on the bima. All right, here you go. And the prayer can be found on page 2 in your prayer books. Take it away. That first.
In the beginning, emptiness and chaos, a great darkness over the deep. The Spirit of God moved over the waters. Explosion of light, the long chain of emerging life. Behold, it was very good. These candles evoke the very first light.
Out of the darkness came reason, purpose, consciousness of beauty, the power of discern and do what is right. Let us hold the light in our hearts. Let us bring it with us into the darkest corners of creation. Where there is pain and fear, let us offer the light of love.
Trick matches. Amen. Thank you very much. And on page 5, we rise for Kiddush. And I have some helpers with juice when we get there.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu זיכרון למעשה בראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקרא קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. Amen.
Come on and get a juice. But first we say, L'chaim. Thank you very much. I needed help. You can go back to your seats, and everyone please be seated as we continue on page 20 with Lecha Dodi. We'll join together in verses 1, 2, 5, and 9, rising for that 9th verse as we greet the Sabbath bride.
Lecha Dodi, Lecha Kala, Benik Shabbat, Lecha Bela. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Kala, Benik Shabbat, Lecha Bela. Shamor v'chor v'nibor echad, Ishmianu el ha'miyuchad, Adonai echad, Shemo echad, Shemo tiferet v'nitila lecha dodi. Lecha kala, benik shabbat, lecha bela. Lecha dodi, lecha kala, benik shabbat, lecha bela. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נשוא כסף עשה במחשבה תחילה לך דודי. לקראת כלה בני שבת לך בנה לך דודי. לקראת כלה בני שבת לך בלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, אמא אורי, 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 שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני אלייך נגלה לך דודי. לקראת כלה, בני שבת, לך בלה, לך דודי. לקראת כלה, בני שבת, לך בלה. בואי בשלום עטרת בלה, בשמחה ובצולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי. לקראת כלה, בני שבת, לך בלה, לך דודי. לקראת כלה, בני שבת, נקבלה.
I invite you to turn to your neighbors and greet them. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. I promised Jonah I would blow him a kiss through the live stream. I did. Shabbat Shalom. We continue on page 28 with Baruch Hu. Holy is twilight, the realm of in-between. And so our sages taught, pray in the moments when light and darkness touch. We are all twilight people, beyond categories and labels. May the sacred in-between of this evening suspend our certainties, soften our judgments, widen our vision. Let it illumine our way to the God who transcends all boundaries and definitions. Blessed are you, God of all, who brings on the twilight. Page 34.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Shem kevod malchuto leolam va'ed.
Please be seated.
Ya la la ya la la la.
La 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 la. La 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 ya la la la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך.
Ya la ya la la la. La 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la la la.
והאם הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי שמך היום על לבבך. יה לה יה לה 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 יה לה ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם מאוד על ידיך והיו לטפטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. יה לה יה לה 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 יה לה 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 למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Eternal, watch over my small domain of light and shadow, those few people who share my love, and all others upon this earth that sometimes shakes with thunder and reverberates with lightning. Help us to live together with fear and conquer rage, heal the hate that makes us kill and covers the ground with this Red Sea that only you can part, so we may all walk through the wilderness to your realm of peace, where all men and women are one, and sing your blessed name. Page 40.
מי כמוך בעיר אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש. נורא תהילות אוסף אליהם, נורא תהילות אוסף אליהם. מלכותך ואומנך בוקע ים Adonai Yimloch leolam vaed. ונאמר כיפד אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
Top of 44.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברית עולם. בני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. בני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברית עולם. ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
We rise for the Amidah, our standing prayer, which begins on page 46.
יגיד תהילתך, ופי יגיד תהילתך. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה. האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואמהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, בחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע. מוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, בחיי הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומדומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני בחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללו חסדה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Please be seated. We read together. God breathed into us a living soul, the gifts of respiration, inspiration, aspiration. May we sanctify this day by breathing deeply. Attentive to all gifts, we taste the sweetness of the world that could be. And that sweetness we want to share with each other as we... Chloe is ready to go. As we share aloud blessings in our lives, things that we're grateful for, something that maybe had happened this week, this month, you want us to know about it and celebrate with you. Chloe, what are you thankful for this Shabbat? You just started 6th grade. Mazel tov. Other blessings, Ellen. Grateful that your mother is visiting from Pittsburgh. Fabulous. Ben, and then we'll say thank you. Second day of first grade. Big things this week. We'll come back for some more in a moment.
מודים אנחנו לך, מודים אנחנו לך.
JJ, take it away. You're going to visit your grandmother on Sunday. I'm so grateful that you are grateful for that. Arlene.
I am grateful that I spent yesterday with my brother and my nephew.
All right, to spend time with family. Cindy. Ooh, next Shabbat in Venice. Can I be stowed away in your suitcase? All right, let's say thank you.
מודים אנחנו לך, מודים אנחנו לך.
Other blessings. Katie. Mazel tov, captain of your field hockey team. National Honor Society. We are so incredibly proud of you. Stacy. We are grateful to you for your leadership and all of our team leaders. Oh, come here. Grateful for friends and family. Amen. Other blessings? Yeah. A smooth yet scary first week of work. You will never have to do that first week again.
Every year.
All right.
מודים אנחנו לך, מודים אנחנו לך.
Another one. Surgery in 2 weeks. Other blessings. I'm so grateful to be together tonight, this Shabbat, in this month of Elul, the last month of the year, as we're gearing up for a new and exciting year. We're now going to turn to page 60 in our prayer books for Shalom Rav, our prayer for peace. May it be so that next Shabbat we don't need this prayer.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Sim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Sim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Sim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Sim Leolam. V'tov b'necha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Sim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Sim Leolam. Baruch atah Adonai Amarech et amo Yisrael Bad Shalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Sim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Sim Leolam. Sim Leolam. Sim Leolam.
We now take a few moments for the prayers of our own hearts.
Ratzon imre fi V'gyon libi lefanecha Adonai tzuri Adonai tzuri v'goali v'goali.
Our thoughts turn to those in our lives in need of healing, whether that be healing of the body, healing of the heart, healing of the mind, or healing of the soul. If you would like to keep someone in your prayers this Shabbat and let this community help you find strength to share with those in need, please recite those names out loud as we go around the room. That's right. tonsils out. To those names we add Megan Mary DePero, Rhoda Schwartz, Arlene Grable, Donald Molaski, Teddy Molaski, Nathan Hecker, Jeff Stoller, Claire Meyer, William Jackie Sola, Stephanie Herman, Zahava Batrivka, Steve Bizanoff, Marion Berman, and all those affected by this week's storm. We sing as one community this prayer for healing, invoking the names of our ancestors.
מי שברך אבותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב. מי שברך אמותינו, שרה, רבקה, לאה ורחל. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer,
Hear our prayer.
hear our prayer,
Hear our prayer.
hear our prayer,
Hear our prayer.
hear our prayer,
And bless us as well.
Bless us with the power of your healing. Bless us with the power of your hope. May our hearts be filled with understanding and strengthened by the power of your love. Yishberach Avotenu, Avraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov. Yishberach Imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, Rachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer,
Hear our prayer.
hear our prayer,
Hear our prayer.
hear our prayer,
Hear our prayer.
hear our prayer, and bless us as well.
Who are not yet the age of bar bat mitzvah and are not already sitting up front to come on up front and sit in one of the front few seats, if you don't mind. Come on up. Wherever you want to sit. Shabbat shalom, everyone. So I prepared both a story and a Devar Torah for tonight. And I've literally been sitting here trying to figure out which one to do. So I've decided, not for their benefit, but for your benefit, I'm going to go with the story. But with perhaps a slightly different explanation at the end. Does anyone else want to come up? It's up to you. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready? This week's Torah portion is called Shoftim, Judges. And it begins with, you shall appoint magistrates or judges, officials, over your people. Justice, justice shall you always pursue. In other words, you should always try to make sure that you do the just and right thing no matter what. And this story is based on that Torah portion. It's a story that takes place in a city, in a town, a small village called Fez, which is in Morocco. And it's the story of two merchants. One, whose name was Yosef, was a spice merchant. He sold spices of every kind. And the other, her name was Ileana, and she sold olive oil. Lots of different kinds of olive oil. And they were two small shops that were right next to each other. In fact, For 20 years, Yosef and Ileana would have this friendly competition between merchants. Who could bring in the most customers? Who could sell the most stuff? Who could make the most money on any given day? And day after day for 20 years, sometimes it was Ileana, sometimes it was Yosef, sometimes it was Yosef, but Ileana pretended, and this competition went on until in the 20th year, business went really bad for spices. There had been a drought out in the faraway countries, and all of those spices that had come in and were sold couldn't be sold, and so Yosef's business got to be pretty bad. But Ileana's business, that continued to get better and better, and Yosef was so jealous. Each day after work, he would try to figure out how he was going to win the competition, not only because he wanted to be better than Ileana, but because he really needed the money. And one day, just as he was about to close up shop, he noticed that there was this small crack in the wall that he had never noticed before, a crack between the two shops. And he looked around and he knew no one was watching, so he peeked through the wall and he could see Ileana sitting at a table counting the coins that she had collected during the week. 1, 2, 3, 36 coins worth a small fortune. Exactly double high, 36 coins. And Yosef was so overcome with jealousy that he began to rage and think, how could this possibly be? It is not fair. She doesn't need it. She doesn't deserve it. I'm the one who needs it. I'm the one who deserves it. And he said, I am going to make those coins my coins. And here's what he did. He ran out to the street and started screaming as loud as he could, "Thief! Thief! Someone has stolen my coins. Someone has taken all of my profits from the marvelous week that we've had in our business." And these curious villagers came over and wanted to know, who did he think had stolen the coins? And Yosef said, it was Ileana, my next door neighbor. She's been doing so poorly in business. She's not been able to sell any of her olive oil. She came and I'm sure she stole it. I know, I can tell you, she has exactly 36 coins. And when the police came and they saw that Ileana had in fact 36 coins, they arrested her and brought her to the court. And Ileana and Yosef had to stand before the judge. And Yosef said, she took the 36 coins from me, and Ileana said, it's not true. He made it up. I would never do that, Your Honor. And the judge was frozen. There was no proof. How do you know whose coins it was? Ileana, the oil merchant, or Yosef, the spice merchant? And the judge said, I need a day to think this through. Court is adjourned. I will render my decision tomorrow. And the judge went out. He had to clear his head. It was so complicated how to figure out whose coins they really belonged to. So he went on a walk, first from the city and then out to the fields, looking down every step of the way as if the answer would be written in the grass somewhere. And the judge was wandering and wandering until he crossed around the side of a building and he saw these kids who were playing on a field, kids about your age. And something caught his eye and he began to look. And then he started to hear, and without being too noticed, he listened to what the kids were doing. And it turns out they were playing court. You see, Fez is a very small village, and everyone had heard about this case, even the children. And the children wanted to make believe that they could figure this out. And so the kids gathered around, and 2 of them became the lawyers, and 2 of them became the merchants, and one of the big kids, of course, got to play the role of the judge. And there are the merchants yelling at each other back and forth, insults, you stole it, back and forth. It was crazy. About 20 minutes in, the big kid, making believe he's stroking his beard. You know, kids think all judges have beards. Back then, at least. And the child, the big kid, who was playing the judge said, I'm ready to render my decision. Go get me a bucket of water, he said to one of the kids. And the judge stopped dead in his tracks. And he said, that's it. He's brilliant. And he whispered to one of the kids who weren't part of it, I want you to tell the big kid, the judge, that he's due in court tomorrow at noon. The next day happens. They gather in the courtroom, and the judge says, I'm ready to render my decision. I want you to bring before me a jar of water. And the people are talking, what could the judge possibly be up to? And he had the spice merchant and the oil merchant standing before him. And the judge said, you're to take the coins and place them into the water. And just as he knew that the wise judge the day before, your age, had figured out, if the coins belonged to the oil merchant, who would have touched them all day, the oil would come off the coins and rise to the top. But if it would have been the spice merchant, of course it would have been powder that had risen to the top. And with that, he gave the coins back to Ileana, and Yosef was sent to jail for trying to steal from others. And then the judge called up that young man who was told that he needed to be in court. His name was Tamim, 13 years old. And he said, you may all think that I was the one who figured this out, but it was actually Tamim who had figured it out the day before, to bring the water and to figure out who was the criminal and who was the victim. And the judge taught a lesson that I have always known important but have to be reminded every day. And that is that people of wisdom who can teach us things about life, the most important things, don't have to have a certain age and don't have to have a certain title. In fact, some of the most important lessons that I've ever learned have always come from the youth around us. So I have to tell you, there's this beautiful vignette in the book called Chicken Soup for the Soul. It's a story about 2 parents who had a 5-year-old and a newborn. Can you relate? And the 5-year-old constantly wanted to be alone with the newborn. And you can imagine parents are a little reticent to leave 5-year-olds with newborns, but there had never been any inkling that there would be any sort of tension or anger, so they finally allowed it, but they snuck up to the door and listened as the crack opened just to make sure. And they heard the older brother say to his little sister, remind me, tell me what God is all about. I'm starting to forget. When I see you dancing in services, when I see the smile for all of you and you singing the songs, some of them better than the adults I might have, you remind us the joy of what Judaism has to offer. And what being here and dancing and having a good time, some of us sit there and we even feel a little distracted, but I feel reminded of the joy of what Judaism has to offer. And I will tell you one other very quick thing. I made it the practice that I've always given my confirmation students my cell phone number as their confirmation gift so that they'd always know that they have a rabbi on speed dial. And I get calls all the time. But one time I made an exception because right after I announced I was leaving, I had a bar mitzvah student who was really upset. I gave him, with his parents' permission, my cell phone number. And I said, if you ever need me, call me. Didn't hear from him until right after I started here, February. And he called me and he said out of nowhere, I have an issue and I need you. Give me your phone number. I'm having trouble with substance abuse. And I don't have anyone I can trust. So I called. And almost every Wednesday on the drive back to Philadelphia after religious school, he and I have spent an hour together on the phone. He thinks I've taught him something. Let me tell you how much I've learned from him about faith, about courage. And it turns out he's a scientist and a computer scientist to boot, and how we've learned to join that and theology on the journey of recovery. It turns out he didn't remember, but my rabbinic thesis is on Jews' addiction and recovery. One of those God moments that are inexplicable. But what we can learn from our kids to change our lives if only we allow ourselves. Parents and grandparents, teachers and educators. Sometimes we sit up here thinking that we're talking to down there. Sometimes from down there comes the best lessons life has to offer. Shabbat Shalom.
We turn back to our prayer books, page 282, and rise as one community for our prayer that tells us it's our responsibility to praise God, who's created all of us, especially the youth who teach us. Page 282.
We use the text on the top of the page. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liotzer bereshit, shehu notet shamayim v'yoser aretz, umoshav yikaro bashamayim mimal, ushchinatu zo begavhei meromim, hu Eloheinu einod, v'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Please be seated as we turn to page 294 for Kaddish Yatom, the Mourner's Kaddish. And as I will share the names of loved ones in our community that we are remembering this Shabbat, I'll ask you to please rise at your seat when your loved one's name is called, and then we'll all rise as one community to be with you as we remember them. Two who died this week: Dr. Stephen Harris, husband of Arlene; Irv Schraub, friend of Alana Berlinger. We're remembering the last week of mourning, Shiv'ah, for Pamela White, family member of Arlene Munkachi. And 30 days of mourning, Shloshim. We remember Charles Lean, uncle of Cheryl Brown, and Barry Bader, father of Dara Lipper. And the Yartzites, the anniversary of the passing of these loved ones. Minnie Goldberg, Jack Goldberg, Ruth Konevsky, Stan Eisman, Keith Goldstein, Shirley Ravitch, Esther Fenster, Vivian Clarefield, Alan Cohen, Muriel Cohen, Henry Cutler, Anna Dorfman, Betty Cohen, Bondis Hayon, Cecile Hayon, Gertrude Levine, Stephen Richard Wachter, Anna Leibowitz, Toby Einbinder-Meyer, Simon Borer, Dick Newman, Arnold Resnick, Larry Resnick, Jerry Shankman, Arkady Flickop, Barry Rosenhaus, Harry Rothman, Anna Berman, David Silverstein, Linda Berger, Samuel Lachine, Michael Thompson, Polly Nam, Saul Kramer, William Cadison, Teresa Diamond, Vivian Liebman, Elliot Rutstein, and Stanley Winter. We rise as one community and recite the ancient words of Mourner's Kaddish together on 294. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah, b'alma divrach hirute v'amlich malchute, b'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chaye d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'gala v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehe shemei rabbah mivarach le'alam u'almei al-maya. Yit barach v'yish tavach v'yit par v'yit romam v'yit naseh. V'yit hadar v'yit aleh v'yit halal shemei dekudisha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'miran b'alma v'imru amen. Yehe shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Zichronam livracha, may their memories always be for a blessing. Please be seated.
Good evening. I'm still Camille Bloomberg, and I'm representing the Board of Directors. I would like to offer our appreciation to the ushers and ONAG hosts and hostesses for their help tonight. Just a few announcements of things that are happening here at Beth Chaim. Religious school begins this Sunday. We welcome all the students by celebrating with the Big Thing ice cream after class. Also on Sunday, the Men's Club will hold its first breakfast meeting of the new year at 9:15. Then at 10 o'clock, the doors will open to everyone to hear their guest speaker,
Robt, Seta Schreiber,
of the Bayard Rustin Center for Social Justice. Make plans for Sunday the 15th to join Hagit Sten for an overview of the recent Israeli election, which failed to produce a new government, and what to watch as they go back to the polls. Following the discussion, continue the Israeli experience by joining the Sisterhood-sponsored Israeli dance class. For more information, activities are up on the screen. Please see the signs on the ONAG tables and the magazine rack outside the main office. Shabbat Shalom.
All right. So we have a version of Am Yisrael Chai tonight, which comes from Uganda. There is a dialect called Luganda that's spoken by the Abayudaya people. They're the Jews who live in Uganda. And in their local dialect, the words that normally would end in consonants have a vowel added to the end. And over the many centuries that they've been there, that practice has crept into their Hebrew. So instead of Am Yisrael Chai, they sing Ame Yisrael Chai. So hopefully it'll sound a little familiar. It goes, Ame, Ame, Ame Yisrael Chai, Ame, Ame, Ame Yisrael Chai, Ame, Ame, Ame Yisrael Chai, Ame, Ame, Ame Yisrael Chai. Oh, Odeh Avinu Chai. Oh, Odeh Avinu Chai. Oh, Odeh Avinu Chai. Oh, Odeh Avinu Chai. Ame, Ame, Ame Yisrael 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 Chai. Oh, Odeh Avinu Chai. Oh, Odeh Avinu Chai. Oh, Odeh Avinu Chai. Oh, Odeh Avinu Chai. Ame, Ame, Ame Yisrael 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 Chai.
If everyone could please stand and come closer. Our youngest friends getting real close. Oh, Cindy's ready for challah. No, that's okay. We're one community. Come closer, come closer. Chloe, can I entrust you with holding the plate? All right. Come on in, everybody. Yes, let's touch each other. If you are comfortable, we're going to make the great challah connection.
Okay, there we go. Okay, touch the challah. Somebody touch it.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen. All right, everybody take a piece. There you go. Take a piece.
Oh, there you go.
You know, some challahs are sturdier than others. Go for it, Eliza. We're being very choosy. Yeah. No? Yes? No? All right, we can pass that around.
Some of the musicians were not available.
Friends, we invite you to put your arms around your neighbor, reach out a hand to a friend, make a new friend. Eternal God, we stand before you in thanksgiving for all of our blessings in life, for the love of family, the support of friends, for the privilege and strength that comes from being part of sacred community, and for all of our blessings in life, we offer you our thanks and our praise. We invoke your name, eternal God, as we ask that your blessing will be with us, in our community and throughout the world during Shabbat and the days to come.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmarecha.
May God bless us and protect us.
Yair Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God's face shine upon us and be gracious to us.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May God's eyes remain fixed upon us as they are at this moment. May God bless us, our people, and all peoples of this world with God's greatest gift of all, the gift of peace.
Amen. Tekiah.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Turkey.
That's like awkward turtle.